guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be another holiday themed video, but it's not a gift guide. Today, we are actually prepping my condo for Thanksgiving. I've never hosted a Thanksgiving dinner actually, so I'm really excited. I already have the turkey, I have decorations, but before we get into all that, I want to share with you how I'm going to make myself a morning cup of coffee. I need some caffeine. Today's video is sponsored by the L'OR Barista system. You guys are going to be obsessed. If you don't already know about this system, it is so good, whether you like coffee, espresso, or both. So I thought we could hang out kind of vlog style today as I prep my home for Thanksgiving. So we'll cook, we'll clean, we'll decorate, we'll do it all just to give you a little inspo, something fun to watch before the holidays. If you're new, make sure to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. I'm gonna flip the camera around and show you the system. So the L'OR Barista system is a single serve coffee and espresso machine. What's really cool is it's a very sophisticated 360 design. It has that sleek matte finish with the premium metal and gold detailing, so it'll go along with your decor and your aesthetic. It's an absolutely beautiful machine, and it delivers 19 bars of high pressure so that you get that really rich, full body, like cafe quality coffee with that silky, perfect crema. So the L'OR Barista system allows you to make coffee or espresso. What's really cool is you actually get the little capsules, and the system has dual capsule recognition technology. It adapts and it knows if you're using the espresso one or the coffee one, which is like really cool. And then you just select if you want a small, medium, or large size. It's very easy to use and really fast. So to go ahead and get it set up, you just fill the reservoir with water. When it's your first time, of course, you want to run that water through to make sure the system is clean and ready to go. But then you go ahead and insert your pod. I'll show you how I make an espresso and a coffee. So starting off with espresso, I just add the little pod right in there. I did a small size using my cute little espresso cup. And you can see that silky crema on top. So delicious. I love an espresso shot if I'm running to a workout or I'm just kind of in a hurry in the morning and I want that caffeine like super fast. And the quality of this coffee is so good. It's smooth, it's creamy, it's delicious. Sometimes espresso is like hit or miss for me, but this one is so good. So I just wanted to show you the espresso, but I'm actually gonna make myself a cup of coffee today. So I'm using the coffee capsule, which you can tell is a little bit bigger, but it still fits great in the system. So you go ahead and insert that in there, make sure your system's turned on, and then you select which size. I went ahead and did a medium because truth be told, this is actually my second cup of coffee today. So I went ahead and placed my cup under there. When I'm doing a coffee cup or like a regular coffee size, I go ahead and remove that extra tray and it just fits better, like your cup will fit in there better. So I have my mug in there. You guys can see it brewing. It makes a absolutely like beautiful cafe quality cup of coffee. So good. And then to kind of customize it and make it my own, I add a little maple syrup and a little half and half. And this is my favorite way to drink my coffee in the morning. It's creamy, it's delicious, and it tastes just like if I went out and bought a cup of coffee. So as you can tell, the machine is just like absolutely beautiful, but it also works really, really well too. I've been very impressed with it. You guys know that Michael and I are like really into making our coffee in the morning and making sure it's perfect and it tastes amazing. I feel like this would be a really great gift for honestly any coffee lover in your life, anyone that just got a new house or apartment, or they're just really loving being in the kitchen, anything like this. It'd be a great couples or family gift, host gift. Like honestly, I feel like a really sleek, beautiful system like this is such a nice, thoughtful gift that someone might not splurge on themselves. I will have a link down below if you guys want to check it out. Maybe add it to your Christmas wish list this year. And if you're curious, my favorite capsules are the vanilla coffee. They are so good. That's what I've been drinking every single morning. You guys will love. I think it'd be really cute to go ahead and do the L'OR Barista system and then some capsules, and that's like a really nice gift. The capsules could be kind of like a stocking stuffer. All right, we have our coffee. We are caffeinated. We are ready to go. I'm gonna bring you guys along with me throughout the rest of the morning. I have a few hours to myself today, so I'm gonna try to tackle as much as I can when it comes to prepping. I have some really cute decor that's kind of like fall themed, but not so much like Thanksgiving themed, so I can still kind of use it throughout all fall and winter every year. Really pretty stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and clean. I need to vacuum, I need to do laundry, I need to kind of get the house prepped and ready, and hopefully we can fit in a couple recipes too, because I like to prep that stuff in advance. I've always like, actually, believe it or not, for the past, like, I don't know, since Michael and I have been married, we actually go away for Thanksgiving. So we're still going away for Thanksgiving, but the day after, we're having like our family Thanksgiving here at home. And so I haven't even had like a traditional Thanksgiving dinner in years and years and years. So I don't know what I'm gonna make this year, but we'll plan it together, kind of give it like a healthy little spruce on my end, and let's go ahead and get started. So fun. All right, so we are kind of in like our dining area. You guys know this condo is smaller, but I think it's gonna be perfect for Thanksgiving. So I actually have another seat that can go here. I just moved it into the kitchen for now. So I think we'll be good. We may have to add in 1 or 2 more seats. But for today, I just want to share with you guys how I'm going to decorate the table and kind of what I picked up. So we'll kind of clear off the clutter from the area on like the chairs and stuff and try to clear off most of the table, but we'll go ahead and clear that off, clear these 2 candle holders off and set up the table. So let's do it. These like candle holders I've had for years and I kind of feel like I'm over them. Let me know what you guys think. I mean, they're coastal, which is kind of nice because we're in Florida, but I just kind of feel like I'm sick of them. Like they've been there since literally we bought the place. So I'm kind of ready for something new. All right, so in here I have everything that I ordered for the tablescape. I'll go ahead and show you guys. All right, so first up, I picked up these placemats. They're really pretty. I feel like they'll be great all year round, honestly. They're like a mother of pearl pearlescent kind of leather material. They're really pretty, and I like this material because I feel like it'll be easy to wipe down and clean with the kids. I want to protect the table as much as I can, so we're gonna do the placemats. And then for wine glasses for the adults, I picked up these ones. I thought they were really unique. I've never seen anything like this. I always like this shape. I feel like this squared off but still round kind of shape is just really pretty and modern, but also classic at the same time just because they're so simple. I'm making lunch back there. If you hear something, it's fine. But yeah, they're really pretty because they're clear stemmed on the bottom, but then they're like a brownie purple color on top. I don't know if you guys can tell, like it's just kind of like a colored glass. Really pretty. And they're smaller too, which is nice with dinner. All right, and then to go along with that, I picked up the same kind of color scheme for the napkins. See, they're just kind of like fall, wintry. They're still neutral, but that pop of like purple, chocolatey, I don't know, I think it's kind of nice. It's like just something a little bit different like that. It brings some color to the table while still being neutral. All right, and then these are the napkin rings. They're really pretty. They're kind of like a oddly shaped ring, which is nice. And I like the white. This will go along with like anything. Julian's right here hanging out. If you hear somebody, he's like right underneath the camera. I picked up some new flatware too. I've always wanted gold flatware, so this is very cool. And these are like really modern. They have like a ribbed, kind of like ridged detail on them. Very cool. And then the candle holder, again, I went with something modern and something sleek, something a little slimmer for this area because the condo is so small. So this is what it looks like. I think it's really cool. It's kind of like an S shape, and then they're different heights. So you can put some tall candles in there and it will give you like that drama and that height without being too big, so you can still set all your turkey and your side dishes on the table. All right, and then these are the candles I picked up, really pretty. Honestly, they kind of remind me of like a candy cane or something. And then some tea lights too, so it'll be romantic. We'll have candles going, very, very moody and fun. Table is set. I feel like it's so pretty. I think it's easy to go overboard when you're setting your table, but you want to remember people are going to have extra drinks. There's going to be sides, extra plates, tons of food on the table, and you don't want it overcrowded, and you want to make sure people have space in between if they have like a soup bowl or another plate, whatever. So I don't like to have the whole table full. I want like a little centerpiece like this, which to be quite honest, we'll probably remove before we sit down to actually eat. and then people have everything they need. But I feel like this is minimal. It's modern and simple, but it's really elegant and really pretty. And I love the pops of gold and the white. I feel like it goes really well with the table because the table is a little more rustic, and it's just kind of like a fun mismatch in a way because the table is rustic and then everything else is more clean lines, more modern, even a little more glam with all the gold. Really, really pretty. I actually love it. All right, let's get started with these recipes. I was scrolling on TikTok and I was searching to like curate the best appetizers and recipes that would be great if you're hosting or if you're going to a party and you just want to bring an appetizer or a side dish that is really impressive, something unique that not everybody like thinks of, that everyone's gonna bring or have tried before. These are things I have never tried before, and now they're going to become staples because they were all so good. We devoured them like so fast, shared them with some of our family too, and they absolutely loved. We're starting off with a vegetable. We're doing some bacon wrapped Brussels sprouts. I've had bacon wrapped dates before, but the Brussels sprouts, really good. All the different flavors together, I just really loved it. So add your Brussels sprouts to a bowl after they're cleaned and prepped with some olive oil, some maple syrup, salt, pepper, garlic powder, and paprika. I will go ahead and have the exact recipe for you guys down below in the comments. I'll link the TikToks that I based my recipes off of because they really go in depth on like if you need a teaspoon, tablespoon, all the dimensions and everything. So go ahead and mix that together, add some Parmesan cheese on top, and then you want to go ahead and start rolling them in your slice of bacon. So you just roll it up, cut the edge off, and then I actually went ahead and inserted a little toothpick in there. That way it's easier to eat, but it's also easier for me to transfer to and from the baking sheet to the serving dish and stuff like that. So to top it off, I did a little mixture of maple syrup and red pepper chili flakes. If your kids are going to eat these and they don't like spice, of course, just skip the chili flakes. But my kids ate them and they were okay with it. They don't love spicy things, so I tried to pick the ones that weren't as spicy. So if they were gonna really eat it, I'd skip the spice or just do like half and half. And then you pop these in the oven at 400 for 40 minutes. I think if I were to make them again, I'd probably do like 35 minutes. I don't think it needed 40. They were a little soft, but the flavor, the texture, everything, so good. Next up, we have the cranberry brie bites. These would be really good for a dessert as well, or like to serve with coffee, and they were really fast and easy too. I'm also glad that I made these ahead of time just to try out the recipe so I can kind of give you guys my feedback if I were to make them again, what I would do differently. So with this one, you need some puff pastry. I had it in my freezer, so I went ahead and de-thawed it, and I cut it into 12 little rectangular pieces. And you're gonna take some brie, which is a soft cheese. I picked everything up at the grocery store. It's all really easy to find things. And then I wanted to try two different things. So I did some with a cranberry and some with like a raspberry preserve, raspberry jam. I couldn't tell the difference between the two. So honestly, just do which one that, you enjoy the most. But what I messed up on with this is I put way too big of a chunk of brie and too much jam so that when it baked, it kind of exploded. They're supposed to stay open. You'll see what I mean here in a second, but go ahead and add a tiny little slice of brie to the center. Go ahead and top that with either your jam or your cranberry, whichever you prefer, and put some little crushed walnuts on top to give it some crunch. Then you go ahead and connect each corner of the puff pastry so it makes this little like wonton almost looking little pastry. It tastes so good. You guys are gonna love it. I went ahead and did an egg wash over top so it didn't dry out and it stayed really crispy and fluffy. Put these in the oven, so good, but mine totally like popped apart because there was just so much filling. The taste was still amazing, but they just didn't look as pretty. So go ahead and try these ones out. You guys will not be disappointed. I honestly can't tell you what my favorite recipe was because they're all so good. Okay, but now that I'm watching it back, I think this one was actually probably my favorite. This is a steak crostini, and these are just like all of my favorite flavors. So you're gonna go ahead and take a French baguette and cut this into slices. Go ahead and take each slice and evenly coat it and brush on some olive oil. Pop this in the oven for 10 minutes so it can get crispy and golden brown. So at this point in the video, my power went out for like 5 minutes and I was panicking because I had all that stuff in the oven. You can see it was like dark for a minute, but then it came back on. All was okay. So we're gonna actually make an aioli while those crostinis are in the oven. I did some mayo, lemon juice, salt, pepper, garlic, and then go ahead and just add more lemon juice until you get the consistency that you like. I like something a little bit thinner. Then you go ahead and take the bread out of the oven and you just start assembling. So what I did was lay down some of that aioli, some arugula. You do your steak and your cheese. Now for the steak, I went ahead and seared a ribeye just on the stovetop. Super easy. This is how I actually make my ribeye when I make it for dinner anytime. So good. I just do a little olive oil, a little butter and rosemary. I seasoned the steak with some salt, pepper, and paprika. I think I had this medium rare and I did very, very thin little slices. And then I shredded some of that freshly grated pecorino romano on top, and all of these flavors. It was just so savory, but you had a little bit of the lemon and then the sharp cheese. It was just so good. You guys will love this one. And those are my 3 recipes. I hope that you guys enjoyed. Definitely try recreating these at home. They will be a huge hit for whatever party you're going to or hosting this year. I hope this video gave you a little bit of inspiration. It was just something fun to watch to get excited for the holidays. And of course, big shout out to the L'OR Barista System for sponsoring today's video. I will have all the details down below in the description box. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.